Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves. September 16th today, Thursday. Might I say interesting session? No, it will be a line because markets are mixed. We see consolidations, a few breaks, not that important. Some take profit, some reversals, which are giving us good hints. Mainly that's on the US oil and S&P. So starting off, we're gonna have a quick look on the DXY, then we're gonna jump pound, oil with the breakout, S&P with the reversal, and natural gas with some profit taken. So I labeled each one. So DXY, it looks like to me, guys, that this sort of move to the downside looks like, looks like we might be done over here with the first wave, but it's very likely that we're done. And we were looking at the correction over here, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which means that this could literally be an ABC. And then we can have another ABC over here, another ABC over here. And what we probably could see as well is another ABC. This sort of price action that we currently see usually ends up to some sort of triangle, right? So that's why I have actually also pulled these couple of lines over here, because to me that looks like a running variation actually as well. A, B, C. I think we're gonna get D higher and E, because I want to see a triangle like this. That looks like more of a, I don't know, something else, not like a triangle. So this would be of the descending variation, which means another leg to the upside could be seen once this is completed towards a 93 or so. Okay, so 1, 2, hold on. So what we are also looking here is potentially, and I'm just saying now, thinking out loud, that might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, because literally there is no interaction between these waves. That means that perhaps this is an ABC, and we might get another ABC up here. Okay, and then we might get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from there we might get wave C. Okay, that's going to be like some sort of flat, or even if this is our A, we might just get, another leg to the downside and then continue up. Okay, now one might say also, what if we finished here? But for us to finish here would be a bit hard, because it really looks like a 5-wave move to the upside, right? Unless if we see this as a running flat, or perhaps as a running triangle, or some other pattern, including a flat over here, because we have this move to the upside above this previous wave, then I don't think this is going to be any different. So I remain, I would say a bit cautious here for potential sideways, because the breakout will come either to the upside or to the downside. GBP USD, I'm still revisiting this pattern over here we were looking last time, right? We said we changed, if you remember, we did this an ABC because it really looks like it is a flat. Okay, so ABC, yeah, and ABC internally in ending diagonal over here. This is what I'm expecting, at least 1, 2. It looks like the 4 was done, or we might get the 4 a little bit lower down. Okay, we're still valid, and then another ABC to the upside. Now we are, if we head up, obviously we are expected to see prices breaking above this trend line for an overthrow. Okay, around 139.79, who knows, maybe closer to 140, but we don't want to see that overthrow being a lot further away from the wave 3, if that's wave 3, because maybe it's not. Maybe we're going to get something like this from a wave 3. Okay, I mean, then we're going to get 4, and then we're going to get 5. Okay, so both scenarios are still possible. And if we take into account the longevity of the first wave, okay, it's very possible that this is just the first wave A of the upside. Okay, A, we might get the B, might get the C up here. Okay, and from there we get the 4, which is a very small interaction here, and we can expect to have a very nice ending diagonal. Okay, because it looks like an ABC, right, guys? So either case, that looks corrective. Okay, so which means at some point, eventually, we are very likely to start moving lower down. Okay, so pay attention to, since we've got the trend line here, pay attention to this trend line. For now, it should hold. If it doesn't hold, then look for this channel line. Okay, this channel line should hold because it comes from a different level, obviously, and it's much stronger. Now, WTI, we did this change the other day, right? What a good change we made, right on time. And that looks like to me now, that's the first wave, guys, okay, of the third. I want you to also see the increase in volumes, which is very, very important, because this increase in volumes indicates that we are in wave 3, and that's impulsive, okay? But then I don't think we're done with wave 3. I think we'll have another leg up, okay? Why? Well, because it doesn't look like the 5-wave move is done. Now, look at this. We should go to at least 73.50 to consider this as an impulse to the upside, right? At least. We have to cross above it to consider as a 5-wave move to the upside internally, okay? Otherwise, the risk of a correction is possible because A and C waves should be, I mean, they can be equal, right? Now, obviously, we might have something like this over here, okay? Which means this is 1 and 2. And this is 1, 2, when I get 3, 4, and 5. I mean, okay, we'll go 30 cents, 20 cents lower, but the structure changes because it means that we might get a triangle over here or some sort of sideways markets because that was sharp and that was sharp, right? If that makes sense. Either way, I'm looking for more upside after the correction ends, okay? Now, if we assume we are done here, which we're not, we can, of course, look for a pullback, for a correction. But really, guys, this level here, 71.20, should really hold if we want to consider this as an impulse to the upside. Because don't forget, we assume we ended here with a double zigzag, but the risk for a triple zigzag remains alive, okay? So we might even get 5 waves up here, because this is going to be an ABC, okay? We really need to get back within this channel, which I've been calling for a while, okay? The break of one will bring the rejection of the other initially, and then if we see the other breakout, then that means we are bullish, like more than when we are now. S&P, again S&P, third time in a row, because we're looking at this rejection, and that rejection happened with a false break. That now looks impulsive, and we like this impulse because it means that it's very likely to continue higher. And why do we like that continuing higher? We like that continue higher. First of all, there's no crash, okay? And second, because this looks corrective, and that looks corrective, and that looks corrective, it means that we are heading up, yeah, for an ending diagonal, to complete an ending diagonal. And if that goes to plan, we're going to get the fourth most likely to be a bit deeper, okay? Well, let's get the third one first, you might say, but let's see how this plays out, okay? And if we get the fourth and the fifth, then that's going to be a very nice opportunity, okay? Don't also forget that we might be on an impulse to the upside, not a correction, like a motive wave, but the impulse, not the diagonal type, okay? Either way, guys, look for, just draw a trend line over here. That's not a trend line, okay? And look for the break of this trend line, okay? We might face some resistance here initially. We might go back to the channel and then shoot higher. We should be looking for the previous high, okay, as the first level. Natural gas, it's done a very good run to the upside. I wanted to tell you that very possible that we might have some profit taken here, okay? So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and it looks like this is our third wave, okay? That's why obviously it's got the good volumes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see 2, 3, 4, and it looks like the fifth one is done, unless, okay, because it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in here. Unless if this is going to turn some sort of like open diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we need to break above the previous high because any diagonals cannot be truncated, okay? Unless if we do, then very likely to get a deeper correction within the channel again, within this acceleration channel, okay? So let me just check over here. 1236. You see, that's well, I think that's a bit too far for now. What we're looking though, we're not looking at the right time frame, so let's go and check this one out. Okay, you see, so we might get some sort of correction. And guys, don't get me wrong, but this might end up being up here, right? But for now, I have to go with the data that we're seeing. Okay, and I'm gonna put this here actually. Okay, internally that might be better because we've got 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, we talked about 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4, and we might have our 5 here, or the 5 might be higher. Okay, let me measure this. Okay, as you well see, we would prefer the 3 to be here. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and that might be the 5th. The 4th then should be around here. Okay, although it looks a bit. Okay, guys, as I look at it now, I'll be honest. I just think that we might. It's just that that would be a case where the 3rd is the smallest. No, I will leave it there. I'll leave it there because I don't like the length of wave 3 in case we do that. So 1618 though is done. 5 6 7. Okay, so we might stay here for a bit. Yeah, we've had a deep move to the downside and sudden ABC, another one down, and from there we'll continue higher. Okay, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and in case you have any questions, again, you can leave your comments on the YouTube comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and we'll speak again tomorrow.